Our lives and our industry have been deeply impacted by the pandemic and the global lockdown that came with it. In these unprecedented times, researchers at the School of Hospitality and Tourism Management have worked closely with industry to learn about the needs and requirements of business and travelers to be able to return a new normality when it comes to traveling and the prosperity of businesses. We are dedicated to support the hospitality, tourism, events, and transport industry and related sectors with our research and wish to share it as widely as possible. The COVID-19 pandemic is more complex than the crises and disasters examined in the hospitality literature, which typically focuses on a single type of crisis within a single country, region, or a day or a single industry. COVID-19 is more complicated and severe than the calamities studied in aforesaid investigations. What began as a local public health crisis in China quickly escalated into a global economic crisis, resulting in massive job losses and an economic recession affecting all major economies. Job losses and recession are known to result in increased mental health problems. For hospitality firms, unstable economic conditions and fear of the virus have impacted travel and tourism expenditure among both business to consumer and business to business clients. The hospitality and tourism literature presents studies on the COVID-19 pandemic. A study conducted by Jiang and Wen 2020 aimed to explore the impact of pandemic on hotel marketing management practices. A hotel safety leadership on employee safety behavior during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the function of belief restoration as a mediator and perceived risk as a moderator between safety leadership and behavior. The findings revealed that the hotel safety leadership influenced employee safety behavior positively. Beliefs restoration partially mediated the influence of the safety leadership on safety behavior. The hospitality sector is an essential foundation of revenue and has grown steadily over the past decade, recording approximately 1.4 billion international tourist arrivals in 2019. The organization further estimates that by 2030, international tourist arrivals, which will reach at least 1.8 billion, with the WTO projecting growth of approximately 1.8 billion international tourist arrivals. As evidenced by the literature, it goes without saying that tourism is the reason for the most human mobility worldwide. However, due to COVID-19 pandemic, loss of international tourist arrivals was 1 billion as noted by WTO. As mentioned in the literature, there are no other ways to explore new places or meet new people except through travel. However, this option had been made considered in the event that there are no disease-free and or crime-free routes and destinations. In the past, pandemics and epidemics have been described as the most alarming news for vacationers, planners, and tourists. Pandemics not only affect tourists but also become a problem for our local people in the visited destinations. In other words, pandemics and epidemics also cause harm in tourist destinations. As a result, travel becomes a catalyst for the spread of disease. There is a sample evidence in the literature that travelers play a critical role in the transmission of pandemics and or epidemics between destinations.